Hey YouTube, Luke here. I just got my box of Dark Ascension in the mail, and I'm going to use this video to open my first one. So you can see the very nice Soren. And I think I'll do Mr. Markov a favor and open up one of his packs. Alright. So usually when I open a pack, I like to skim through the commons before I get back to the rare. So I've got Black Cat, Shriekgeist, Burden of Guilt, Faithless Looting, Clinging Mists, Scorch the Fields, Somberwald Dryad, Bone to Ash, Gather the Townsfolk, one of my favorite commons in the set, Heckling Fiends, Shattered Perception, Mystic Retrieval, and Alpha Brawl. This is the rare of my pack. Not too happy about that, but that's okay. Transform is Loyal Cathar. Transforms into Hallowed Cathar. And then I got a Vampire token and a checklist. Now, if I had to take this pack and draft with this, out of all these cards, Gather the Townsfolk looks really good as a first pull for me in this pack. I'm definitely not taking the rare because it costs 8. And even if I do pull it out, it's only going to destroy all creatures in opponent's control. And I really don't see that. I really don't see a turn 8 play being viable, especially getting 8 lands in a draft. So Bone to Ash, it's too slow. You know, I like the card draw, but for 4 and only countering target creature spell, it's just not a good pick. Mystic Retrieval I could see picking had I had other instant or sorceries already, but since this is my first draw, definitely Gather the Townsfolk is looking the best. Clinging Mists, it's a good card, but you want this to be a later pull for, you know, in case you really need it against other kinds of decks. I'd almost not put this in main deck and just pick it for my sideboard. Faithless Looting. This is almost a card that I'd pick over Gather the Townsfolk because it is so good for red draw, and red is so good and limited right now. But I guess we'll keep it to the side. Burden of Guilt is good, but I can definitely pull one of these later. Shriekgeist, it's good, but you have to build the entire deck around these, and that's something I don't want to do. Black Cat. This card is very, very annoying and limited. It proved to be so at the pre-release that I went to because you basically have a free blocker and they don't want to kill it because they don't want to lose something that they're holding on in their hand. And Loyal Cathar is also good, but with the double white, I don't want to pick them right now and go into a color. So basically, I've come down to Black Cat, which is in this hand, Faithless Looting, and Gather the Townsfolk. Honestly, in terms of creatures, which I like to play most in draft, it's Gather the Townsfolk. It's very handy at an instant, and it's not an instant, okay. It's very handy as a card, though. 2 humans for 1 card, and if I'm in a desperate situation, I get 5 of them. So this card is definitely proving to be better than Black Cat. So we will put Black Cat away for now. Now, Faithless Looting versus Gather the Townsfolk. Faithless Looting is going to have that flashback for you, but honestly, there's going to be better red 3 plays than flashback Faithless Looting. Versus, I could make a whole deck on humans, hopefully getting more human rares or other Gather the Townsfolk. So I think out of the pack and draft, I would go with Gather the Townsfolk. Alright, that is my first video of me opening my packs. So expect many more. I have 35 more to open, so stick around, YouTube. Later.